when you desire to worship the Lord, like he tells us to in the New Testament, it's going to center around four simple things, and that's the apostles' doctrine. So that means you have to know what the apostles and Jesus taught. It also centers around fellowship, which is the next thing that's given there in Acts 2 and 42. And it revolves around the breaking of bread, which I know primarily applies to communion, but it also applies to going to lunch, sitting down and talking with people around the dinner table, and in prayers. So if you want to know the simple structure around which worship circles in the New Testament, it's going to be around those four things. If somebody is just not even concerned about doctrine or teaching that Jesus gave, or if they say, well, you could just have any doctrine you want, we just want to get a feeling, well, that's going to lead to a non-instructive, empty worship that's not going to honor God because it's just a feeling. But if you focus on what the apostles' teaching was and the interaction that the people of God had in the early church, and eating together, sharing communion together, and praying individually and together. But if you notice, most of those things there are done together. And I really think that this flies in the face of the modern ideas about what worship is, where you're just sort of an individual going into church and you really don't interact with anyone. You maybe don't even know who the person sitting next to you is. Maybe you don't even know their name, and you don't know where they live. You don't know how to interact with them. That in and of itself is not New Testament worship, because New Testament worship involved community. It involved having an impact in the community.